Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to you, and welcome to today's Powerboost. We are surrounded every day by so many situations, some really big and challenging, some very small and minute, but also challenging. And many times we are being demanded to be tolerant. And so today we're going to reflect on this aspect of tolerance. How does it work, and is it justifiable to be tolerant? And in what way? How does it feel if something is happening and I totally feel inside that it's not right? Do I tolerate? And if I'm going to tolerate, how does that work? Most times, in other words, in the perfect scenario, there wouldn't be any situation where we would have to tolerate or where we would need to tolerate. So, in a more complete or in a better world, in a more peaceful world, tolerance may not even exist, or the need for tolerance may not exist. But in today's world, we are surrounded by situations that demand us to be tolerant. And sometimes it's not that easy because many times we feel as if we are going against our own principles, our own truth. And sometimes we even feel like reacting or being negative. But that also is not justifiable, right? And so the better way would be, let me just tolerate this. But even in tolerance or in tolerating, if we're not careful, we could be giving others the permission to take advantage of us in the name of tolerance, right? So this question of tolerance is a very tricky one. And there are many aspects to it, many different perspectives. Some people feel, no, tolerance is not a good thing. And in some cases, actually, it's the only way, it's the only answer, it's the only solution. So let us go into some silence and let us ponder on this aspect of tolerance and see how it sits in our own hearts, in our own minds. So let's take a deep breath in to relax ourselves. Let those shoulders drop. Take another deep breath in and relax, letting the body be calm. All the tension, the muscles melt away. And as you watch your breath in and out, let all thoughts of the world fade into the distance. Take this opportunity now to put a pause on everything else as you prepare yourself to go inward and to spend this time in company with your true self. As I turn inward and I look upon my beautiful light that's sparkling in the center of my forehead, I connect with that light can feel the peace, the calm washing over me. As I realize the power, the strength of my own inner light. Holding myself in this peaceful and sacred space, I contemplate on the quality of tolerance. Is tolerance justifiable? I ask myself this question. When situations are challenging, adverse, how can I tolerate without being taken advantage of? Tolerance first comes with a sense of acceptance, not judgment, just acceptance. I accept the situation for what it is. This allows me to separate myself from the sorrow, the confusion, maybe the hurt, the pain of the situation, and allows me to turn inward and connect with my light. This acceptance and this connection with my light then allows a kind of love to flow. Love for myself, love for those involved, a love that also accepts, a love that gives me the strength to face that situation and to deal with it from a place of honesty, truth, and nonviolence. Tolerance does not mean that I compromise my principles. Tolerance does not mean I take sides. To tolerate is to accept, to connect with my inner self, to see the goodness in the other, and the love to uphold the dignity of everyone. without compromising my own dignity, my own principles. Tolerance allows me to exercise discipline, but with love. Sometimes it's not easy. And at those extra challenging times, I gave myself the permission not to respond immediately, but the time to ponder, to reflect, and then to address that situation from a place of understanding, compassion, and integrity. In tolerance, I do not have to agree, but I can let go. In tolerance, I maintain my own self-worth so I can remind the other of their self-worth. And as I reflect on these points, I ask myself, how does all of this feel to me? Is it possible? Can I do this? I also know that when it is too challenging, I can always connect with the divine source of all goodness. The divine source always available. I turn my attention to that one, the light of all lights. And I open my heart to receiving that light. The light of the divine source surrounds me and fills my heart with love, with strength. There is such a joy. I feel grounded. I feel safe. I feel protected in the company of the divine, surrounded by its light. Together, we form a great team in which no situation is too big to handle. Everything is possible. When I am part of this team and the source is my teammate. I just need to remember and connect. It feels so good. And now, take a deep breath in and release. Bringing your thoughts back to this room in which you are sitting. I hope you enjoyed that. And may you stay tolerant. Thank you very much. And we shall meet again. Have a blessed day.